My name's Zoga, and I've been with Fox 4 since March 2015. I moved to Texas when I was 6 years old and grew up in Richardson, Texas. I have a younger sister. She's 2.5 years younger. My sister and I are very close in age and also very close in our personalities. I first started getting interested in journalism in high school. Graduated from Plano East Senior High School, and I went on to the University of Texas in Austin. We had a low-power broadcast station, and I was 17 years old when I anchored my first live newscast. I remember the floor director, who was also a student, counting us down. And by the time he hit 2, I looked at the door and wondered if I could make it. So my first job in broadcasting was at KXII-TV up in Sherman, Texas. I did just about everything except sweep the floors, which I would have done had I been asked. But I worked in Sherman, Texas for about 3.5 years before I got a job in what felt like the big city of Tulsa, Oklahoma. I worked the crime beat in Tulsa, Oklahoma, which was very serious there. It was a high-interest beat. One day I just received a phone call from my former boss and said, "Have you ever thought about moving to St. Louis, Missouri?" And I thought, well, sure. Didn't know anyone, didn't know anything about St. Louis. Ended up living there for 7 years and meeting the love of my life. And we got married. I was working in St. Louis and had been there for many years. Fox 4 called me and offered me the job. I just didn't think that I could be that lucky to be home, doing the job that I love in the place where I grew up, so close to my family. It's the perfect opportunity for any reporter, and I couldn't believe that I had it. Something people don't know about me is that oni di më fol shqip, oni jam lind këtu në Amerikë, por që më fol shqip në shtëpi. So I grew up in the United States, but we spoke Albanian at home, and technically Albanian was actually my first language. Being Albanian is obviously a big part of my life, and even though I grew up here, we spent our summers overseas because my extended family was still in Kosovo. What I really love about Fox 4 is this emphasis on connecting with the viewer. They really just give you carte blanche to talk to people, to connect with them. It's not edited. It's not managed for you. You do it yourself. You can be yourself here.